That's how we'll get started. So finding a position that works for you. And as you come to a position, be it seated, be it standing, be it on your spine, if it feels right for you, go ahead and bring your eyes to close to take your gaze inwards. And as you arrive with yourself here, maybe begin to connect with your breath without changing anything about your breath. Just noticing and becoming aware of your inhales and your exhales. Having a check-in with yourself on the quality of your breath. Noticing the pace of your breath. Is it moving slow? Is it moving faster? Are you breathing shallow or are you breathing deep? Noticing your body. Noticing any points of tension or resistance. And maybe breathing in a little bit deeply and sending your breath to those points of tension. And see if you can just relax a little bit more there. Finding a little bit more softness. And in whichever position you are in right now, can you bring your awareness to the point of contact with the ground? Be it through your feet, be it through your hips, be it through your spine. Noticing all the points of contact with the ground. And as you notice these points, can you begin to draw the energy from the earth through these points into you? As you breathe in, inviting the soft energy from the earth into your body. And as you breathe out, sending this energy back into the earth. With your next in-breaths, can you go a little bit deeper now? Going deep into your belly, into your groin area, filling up your entire torso with your breath, taking up any available space. As you breathe in, your belly rises, the sides of your body expand, your chest expands. And as you breathe out, your belly draws down in towards your spine. And once again, finding this expansion through your next breath. And finding a contraction through your next out breath. Taking about 4 more breaths, deep and slow, just like this. Breathing in and breathing out. After your last exhale here, in whatever position you are, we're going to make our way down towards our spine, coming down onto the mat, bending our knees, bringing the soles of the feet on the mat. And having an open mind for our today's inquiry-based practice. Connecting with your body very closely, feeling everything that comes up. Yoga is not just feel good practice, it is a feel all practice. We're going to feel everything. Connecting with your body, connecting with your breath. And now, as you are ready here, we'll begin to send both our knees one way. So bringing your knees towards the right, then bringing them back up, and then sending them down towards the left, taking small windshield wipers. And as you come into your gentle windshield wipers, connecting with your hips. Asking your hips, how are they feeling today? What's going on? Do you feel a tightness in your right hip as you send your knees towards the left? Do you feel a tightness in your left as you send your knees towards the right? Do you feel anything in the outer edges of your feet? Or maybe it's your heels. And then we'll come back to center with the knees pointing up towards the sky. And we'll extend our legs towards the top corners of our mat. And once you are ready, we'll begin to rotate on our heels. So we'll bring the big toes towards each other. And then we'll bring our outer edges of our feet out, bringing the pinkies down towards the mat. And then once again, bringing the big toes in towards each other, coming in an internal rotation through your hips. And then drawing your pinkies down towards the mat, coming into an external rotation through your hips. And as you slowly move and rotate your feet on your heels, this is a time to ask yourself, how are your feet doing? How does it feel on your heels? How are your inner and outer edges of your feet doing? Bringing in some subtle movements. And then once again, we'll bend through our knees. We'll bring the soles of our feet back onto our mat. We'll open our arms out in a T on the ground. So our wrists are in same line as our shoulders. And then we'll drop only the right knee towards the ground. So coming onto the outer edge of your right foot. And we'll rotate through our neck and we'll look towards our right hand. And then we'll extend our right leg using the right outer edge of the foot on the ground. We'll point the toes up towards the sky. We'll rotate through our neck to look up towards the sky. And we'll slide our feet back to bend our knees so our ankles are under our knees. Once again, let's drop the right knee out onto the ground. We'll rotate through our neck to look on the right side. Let's slide the right edge of the foot to bring our knee into an extension. So we'll straighten our knee. And then we'll point the toes up towards the sky. We'll rotate through our neck once again to look up. And then we'll bend the knee to bring the sole of the foot, our ankle, under the knee. Let's do that 2 more times. So moving slowly or maybe just a tad bit faster. Looking towards the right side. And then you extend the right leg. Bring the toes to point towards the sky as you bring your gaze to up. And then once again, we'll bend through the knee. Let's do that 1 more time. So once again, coming into an inquiry mode to see what's going on with your body. And then rotate, look up, and we'll bend the knee, bringing it back. Amazing. Let's do it on the left side. So we'll keep the right knee as is. We'll drop the left knee towards the ground. And this time, rotate the neck to look towards your left hand. Coming onto the left outer edge of your foot, let's slide it to bring to an extension. And then we'll rotate the toes to bring up, bring the gaze up, bend the knee, bring the ankle under the knee. We'll continue this cycle 3 more times on the left side. So drop the left knee, look towards the left, slide the left foot for an extension, pivot the toe, look up, and bend the knee, bring the left ankle under the left knee. 2 more times. Connecting, see how your breath is doing. Can you connect your inhales and exhales to your movement here? And see what feels, if it feels any different from right side here. Does it feel a little bit more at ease? Does it feel a little bit more in discomfort? Connect with your body to see what's going on. And then after this last time, once again, we'll bring the left knee, we'll bend it. So both our knees are bent, both the soles of our feet are on the ground. Let's bring our hands and place them under the nape of our neck. So elbows out, hands in, as if you're just sitting, laying down on a grass on a beautiful sunny day, looking at the sunshine. From here, we'll come into some pelvic tilts. So we did some warm up for our legs. So let's now moving up, we'll warm up our pelvis. So now as you breathe in, we'll press our hips into the mat, creating an arch in our lower spine. And now as you exhale, can you bring your groin area towards your lower ribs and press the lower back in flat into your mat. Inhale, once again, press the hips down and create an arch in your lower spine. And as you exhale, draw your groin area up towards your ribs and bring your lower spine flat onto the ground. Last time, as you inhale, create an arch in your spine, press the hips down. And as you exhale, bring your spine flat into the mat by bringing your pubic bone up towards your lower ribs. Now we'll connect with our arm movement. So now take an inhale, once again, create an arch. And as you exhale, We'll lift our head slightly off the mat and we'll bring our spine flat onto the ground, coming into a slight small crunch position. And we'll bring our head back down. So we'll do 4 more of these. So inhale, so exhale will bring you up. Inhale brings you down. Inhale, exhale, come up. Inhale, come down. Exhale, once again, come up, lift, look in between your knees, and inhale, come down. 3 more to go. Exhale, look up. Inhale as you come down, bringing your head onto the mat. 2 more. Exhale, come up. Inhale on your way down, bringing your head onto the mat. Last one. Exhale, come up. And inhale, come down. From here, we'll bring our left hand and we'll bring our left knee towards the chest and we'll grab the left knee with our left hand. And right hand is still under the neck and right elbow playing out. We'll do the same thing, but now we are bringing our elbow, right elbow to our left knee. So we are crunching in an oblique. So we are warming up through our oblique muscles. So inhale, come down, and exhale, bring your right elbow to your left knee. Look towards the left side wall here. And as you inhale, come back to center, to your middle. Exhale, lift again. Bring your elbow to knee, look towards the left wall. Inhale, back. 3 more to go. Exhale, lift, elbow to knee, look towards the side, come back down, inhale. 2 more. Exhale, elbow to knee, look towards the side, come down. Last one. Elbow to knee, lift, look towards the side, come down. Bring your left foot back onto the mat. We'll do this on the right side. So bring your right knee to your chest, hold your right knee with your right hand, left hand under your neck. And to support your head here, take an inhale, exhale, lift, elbow to knee, look towards the right side this time. And we'll come back, inhale, exhale, elbow to knee, look towards the side. And come down as you inhale. Next, exhale, 3, elbow to knee, look towards the side, come down. 2 more, elbow to knee, look towards the side, come down. Last one, elbow to knee, and we come down. Bring both the feet down onto the mat. Keep your knees still bent. Open your arms in a T. And take 2 cleansing breaths here, inhaling through your nose and out through your mouth. And for your next one, we'll bring both the knees in towards the chest. Maybe give your knees a nice hug towards your chest. Maybe rock from side to side if that feels great for your body. And from here, we'll grab the left knee. We'll keep it still towards the chest with both our hands on our left knee or on your left inner thigh, whatever works for you. And then we'll bring our right knee into an extension, bringing the sole of your foot up towards the sky. And from here, let's flex and point. So as you flex, your toe points towards your face. And as you point, your toes point up towards the sky. Let's do that 4 times. So flex, point the toe towards your face, and then point your toe away towards the sky. 1 more time. Flex and point and flex and point and flex and point. Last one, flex and point. And let's make some circles, warming up our ankle. And then we'll rotate the other way. And then we'll come into a flex position once again. And now using your heel to drive your leg down. So your leg will remain straight and you will use your heel to drive your leg down and bring it onto the mat. And then we'll bring our knee to bend and we'll bring it in towards the chest. Let's do that 4 times with your own pace. So you can pick your pace. You want to go slower, extend the knee up towards the sky. Use your heel to bring your foot down onto the ground with your knee in an extension. And then we'll bend the knee and bring it down. So 3 more times. I'm going to help some of my friends here. So continue moving with your breath. Bend it, and up. Bring it in towards the chest. Yeah. And after you've done 3 more times, you can go ahead and have both the knees in towards your chest. And maybe once again, rock from side to side. And then we'll exchange sides. So maybe this time you'll keep your right knee in towards your chest. And we'll go ahead and extend the left leg up towards the sky. And once again, we'll come into flexion and pointing with your foot. So flex, bring the toes towards your face. And as you point, bring the toes up towards the sky. And then whenever you're ready, we'll rotate through our ankle in both directions. So do 1. And then whenever you're ready, we'll start circling in the other way. And then we'll come back to point the toes towards the face. And using your heel, press the heel away from your body to create length in your leg. And then we'll bring the heel down onto the mat. We'll bend our knee and bring it back towards the chest. 1 more time, cycle repeats. You extend through your knee. You use the heel to press it away from your body and then bring it down towards the ground. Bend your knee and then bring your knee in towards the chest. Continuing this 3 more times. So we're using our ankles, we're using our knee, we're using the back and front chain of our legs. So using all the muscles in our lower body and even our pelvis here. So there's a lot going on. Using all our muscle groups, building some strength by repetitive motion here. And once you are done, you can bend both the knees and bring them in towards your chest once again. Amazing. Let's bring the soles of our feet onto the ground with the knees bent, and we'll take windshield wipers. So once again, you can drop your knees from side to side. And now connect. Has anything changed from your first set of windshield wipers that we did in the beginning of the class? Just noticing how it feels in your body to open up through our joints, ankle joint, knee joint, our hip joint. Has anything shifted for you? Noticing very carefully, one hip at a time. And then as you're ready, we'll bring both the legs in extension towards the top corners of the mat once again. And now we'll bring our toes in towards the mat and then bring the outer edges of the feet out towards the ground. Once again, coming back to internal and external rotating through the hips and connecting. And looking back once again to see if any shift has happened. Do you feel anything different? And as you're ready, once again, we'll bend our knees and we'll bring the ankles under the knees and we'll come into a fetal position on the right. So you can come onto the right side of your body. And after warming up through our leg muscles, it's time to work on our shoulders now. So we'll extend both the arms under us onto the ground. Yeah, bringing your one palm over the other. Our knees are bent. And now we're just going to slide our hand in towards our elbow. The top hand slides towards the elbow. So I'm going to come around and yeah. So slide it towards your elbow and then slide it away onto the ground. So slide it up towards your elbow, the top hand, and then slide it away from your body onto the ground. So slide it towards your elbow and then slide it away. So your shoulder is coming into a protraction here. And then as you slide it up towards your elbow, it's coming into a retraction. So bringing it forward and then drawing it back. Bringing it forward and then drawing it back. You can go slower than you want to. You can go a little bit faster. You feel what feels right for you. And with our next inhale, we're going to start taking our top arm, opening it up towards the sky. So creating a 90-degree angle between your arms, and then we'll bring it back as you exhale. We'll close the circle as you exhale. Once again, inhale to open. And as you exhale, close. So imagine you're opening a page of a book, and then you close the book. Last time, open. And last time, close. With your next inhale, let's start rotating this arm a little bit more back. So towards the back of the room. And see where you can go. How much of your arm can you open up behind you? And then you close once again as you exhale. Let's open it again. So 3 times we'll do it. And we'll see if we can open it a little bit more with every inhale. So every time our arm moves back, can you open it just a little bit more? So we are working on our T-spine mobility. We are working on our top shoulder here. We are working through the back of our shoulder and working through the front of our shoulder here. And now the last time you open, you reach back. We'll see how much mobility is there. And we'll just take a pause here. We'll take a pause for about 2 deep breaths. Connecting with your breath, breathing in and breathing out. And whenever you're ready, you can close the book, bring your hand onto the other hand, onto the ground in front of you. And take a big breath here, maybe taking one clearing breath here, in through your nose, out through your mouth, in a fetal position on your right side. Amazing. And whenever you're ready, we'll come back onto our spine. So coming back to your center to clear the slate, refreshing up for the next side. So now whenever you're ready, we'll come onto the fetal position on the left side. Extending both the arms in front of us on the ground. Once again, bringing the palms to touch. And as you're ready, we'll slide the top arm towards the elbow of the bottom arm, bringing your shoulder in a retraction, and then sliding it away from us on the ground, coming into a protraction with your shoulder. Let's do that around 2 or 3 more times. And once again, as you come into these small movements, connect. Become curious as to what's going on in your shoulder. Does this feel different from the previous side? Where do you feel it more as you bring your shoulder towards the back of the room, or as you bring your shoulder forward, as you slide your fingers away from your body? Where do you feel it more? Having an inquiry with yourself, getting to know your own body. And now, as you're ready, we'll come back into our opening and closing of our book. So inhale, bring your arm up towards the sky. Once again, coming into this beautiful 90-degree angle. And then as you exhale, we'll bring the palm one over the other in front of us. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. Now, as we move, we are going to take our shoulder a little bit back. So inhale, see if you can reach the back of the room here. And exhale, close. 2 more times, choosing your own pace, honoring your own body and your own mobility here. And as you come on to your last third time, see if you can take a pause here as your top hand reaches towards the back of the room. Taking 2 big deep breaths here. Finding a softening in your top shoulder. And after your last exhale, slowly closing the book and taking a pause in your fetal position on this side. Taking your time. And then for our next, we're coming onto our belly. So you can just flip and bring yourself onto your belly. You can either rotate to look towards me. I think some of my friends have finally warmed up a bit now. Okay, so for our next one, we'll bring our palms, slide our elbows out towards the long edges of the mat. We'll place one palm over the other, and we'll bring our forehead onto our palms. And with our legs, we'll go a little bit wider so you can reach towards the back corners of your mat. And now we'll use our right palm and we'll glue it. We'll stick it to our forehead. So only our right palm, the top of our back of our right palm, is gluing with our forehead. So now we're going to lift our left leg off the mat, only the left leg. Yeah, we'll bring it up. And now as you bring your left leg, we'll bring our right elbow off the mat as well. So it's your right elbow and left leg going off the mat. So even if you come very shallow up, that's fine. So whatever works for you and your body today. And if your head does not want to lift off, you can just lift your left leg off the mat. Otherwise, for my friends who can still do the right arm and left, that's amazing. And if you can, that's amazing too. You're honoring your body here, and ego is not your friend. So let's do opposite leg and opposite elbow 3 times, and we'll slowly bring ourselves back. With your next inhale, we are lifting ourselves. Exhale, we'll bring it back onto the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it back. And we take a pause with everything grounded and sticking to the mat. And you can change your palms. So this time, right palm goes down, left palm comes up on the hand. And this time, the back of the left palm glues with your forehead. So either you can lift your left elbow and right leg this time, or only your right leg. So let's go. We'll do 3 lifts. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come back onto your mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back on the mat. Inhale, last lift. Exhale back onto the mat. And now we'll do both together. So we'll bring both, lifting both the elbows and both the legs off the mat, or maybe we'll lift only both the legs off the mat. So you choose. You want to lift all four, both elbows, both legs, or you want to lift only your legs. So inhale to lift, exhale, we come down. Inhale to lift, exhale to come down. Last one, inhale, lift, exhale, come down. Amazing. We'll bring our hands, fingers wide under our shoulders now. And we'll draw our elbows in towards the body. We'll hug the elbows in towards the body. And we're coming into a very small cobra lift. So baby cobra lift. So inhale, lift, press the elbows down and lift. And exhale, we come back down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, back down. You guys are doing amazing, strengthening through your back muscles. And exhale down. Last one, inhale, lift. And exhale down. And we'll take a pause in a Sphinx pose. So we'll bring our elbows under the shoulders, or we'll slide the elbows slightly out. So whatever feels right for you, you can even slide your elbows away, forward, a little bit more forward from your shoulders. Our fingers are wide. And we'll tuck our chin slightly in towards the chest. So we have a long neck at the back. And we'll take our gaze in between our thumbs on the ground or on your mat, based on your hand position here. And we are staying here in our Sphinx to work on our spine for 3 deep breaths. So we started with working on our ankles, then our knees, then our hips, then our shoulders, and now it's time for our back body, our spine. Taking 3 big breaths. With every inhale, you're sending your breath deep into your lower spine. Last big breath in. And as you exhale, slowly making your way down. Once again, bringing your elbows out towards the long edges of the mat. And you can bring your forehead down on your top palm. Take a breath here. Now we'll bring just the left hand. We'll bring it in a T on the ground. So our left wrist and left shoulder are in one line. And now we'll bend our right knee, bring it out on the ground. Bring it out on the ground. So coming into your half frog position. Now with your right, you can either keep your forehead on the top of your right hand here, and this is fine, or you can slide your right hand towards the length of your body and tuck it under your right thigh. With your palm facing down, palm pressing down into the ground to get a nice stretch through your right shoulder here. And you can rotate or either bring your left cheek on the mat, so you're looking towards your right knee, or you can bring your right cheek on the ground to look towards your left hand. So maybe try both and see whatever feels right for you. And even the center is a good position. So if you want your forehead down onto the mat, then that's perfectly fine as well. You're here for about 6 deep breaths. Enjoying the restorative position. Breathing in and breathing out. About 3 more deep breaths to go. As your belly is pressed into the mat, see if you can breathe into your lower spine here, breathing into your back body. And after your last exhale, first we'll bring out the tucked hand from under our bent knee. And we'll pull our extended arm back in the center. And then we'll extend through our bent knee to bring both the legs in extension. Moving slowly, taking a pause here for about 2 breaths. You can inhale through your nose and out through your mouth. And whenever you're ready, taking your time, we'll bring our right hand on the outside on the ground this time, and we'll bring our left knee in line with our left hip outside on the ground. And with your other arm, you can either tuck it under your bent thigh, so coming into your half frog position on this side. And once again, we are here for about 6 more deep breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. Noticing any sensations in your left hip or the left knee here. Or maybe it's your right shoulder. Taking last 2 big breaths here. And after your final exhale, we'll pull the hand that's tucked under first. We'll pull the other arm in and we'll extend through our knee to bring ourselves back onto our belly. Taking a settling breath here. Noticing your body, noticing any shift. And then taking your time, we'll flip back onto our spine. You can keep your head wherever it is, either towards the back of your mat or towards the front of your mat. From here, we'll just simply flip back onto our spine. Once again, we'll keep our knees bent, soles of our feet onto the mat. And we'll come into our supported bridge. So you can pull your pelvic area once again towards your lower ribs to first activate through your abs here. And then we'll squeeze the hips together to activate through our glutes. And now as you inhale, we'll bring the pelvic up towards the sky, lifting. And if you have a block nearby, or myself or Paula can come and we can bring you a block. And we'll place the block under our sacrum here. So around your waistband. You can adjust through the height of the block. So our block has 3 heights. So you can either keep it at the lowest height, the medium height, or the tallest. I will not recommend going tallest, but you can play with the minimum or the medium height and find an opening through your sacrum here, working on your SI joint area. And as you come here, connecting your SI with your block, see if with your every exhale, you can soften onto the block a little bit more. Yes, does it feel tight? Here, go ahead, come down. Yes. Taking about 5 more deep breaths. Lift. Straighten your block. Yeah, it has to be here. Lift up. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna remove the block from under you. Yeah, you can just come down here. It's okay. Yeah, stay. Last 2 more breaths. And after your final exhale, you can slowly remove the block from under you and put it to the side. And release your spine back onto the mat. And for your next, you can either come into your corpse pose shavasana by extending the legs towards the top or the bottom corners of your mat. Or you can bring the soles of your feet to touch, knees wide, coming into a reclined butterfly. So maybe I'll come around, and for my friends who are in a reclined butterfly, I will bring the prop under each knee for support here. Yeah, does it feel better? Staying here for about 5 more deep breaths. Inviting the breath in through your big toes. And then drawing the breath through your inner legs, up to your knees, through your inner thighs, up into your groin area. From there, taking the breath up through the front of your body, moving up through your abdominal area, then your lower ribs, bringing it up through your sternum, into the base of your throat, and then wrapping through the back of your head. And as it reaches the top of the head, the breath wraps around your forehead and out through your nostrils. Maybe following this pathway once again for your last breath in and out. And then after your last exhale, you can slowly begin to remove the props. And you can come into your final resting place or Shavasana to close our practice for today. Good. Good. And for my friends, if anybody wants for me, if it's okay for them, for me to come and maybe touch their forehead or their feet or their palms to give them a gentle massage, you can place your right or your left hand on your belly if that's okay for you. And if not, you can bring your hands and place them on either side of your body. And then I can go around and come to you. I'm going to mask and I'm going to use my sanitizer in between.
broke my leg 21 years ago. Yeah, that's right.
Taking a few more deep breaths here. And then, as you're ready, beginning to bring some movement in your body by circling your ankles, circling your wrists, maybe taking your hands overhead and giving yourself a nice stretch from your fingertips to your toes. For the last time in our practice today, connecting with all the points of contact of your body with the ground, with your mat. And then flipping onto your favorite side to come into a fetal position. And as you come into a fetal position, reflecting back onto the practice, noticing any changes, maybe inculcating a sense of gratitude here for yourself, for your practice to show up on your mat today. Giving yourself a big thank you in your heart. And taking your time from here to come into a seated position or a standing position, whatever feels right for you. And then having gratitude for yourself here. You can bring your hands at heart center. Maybe close your eyes, bow your forehead down towards your fingertips. And gratitude for your fellow friends to come and share this space and energy with you. And gratitude from me for letting me guide you in your practice today. Thank you to all my friends, be it in person or all my friends online. Thank you so much for coming and joining us. Thank you, and I will see you very soon. Thank you. Namaste.